Hi, Lori Duncan, physical therapist in Colorado. Welcome to Blog Talk. So I decided to not write a blog about this particular subject because I think it's just easier to show you visually than to just try and write this one out. But I get asked all the time, hey, I've been doing the figure 4 stretch. Do you think that's a good stretch? And my flat answer is no. But let me tell you why. One of the reasons is that the figure 4 stretch is always linked to Piriformis Syndrome, and everyone's trying to stretch the Piriformis. And let me just put that out there. If you haven't read the blog or listened to blog talk about Piriformis Syndrome, it is not a length issue of the Piriformis. It is an overactivation of the Piriformis. So you can stretch till you're blue in the face, but that is not going to fix Piriformis Syndrome. So stop that now if you're doing that for your Piriformis. All right, but the other thing is that the figure 4 stretch really does have a good function. Meaning, you know, we teach people who after a total hip to be able to put their shoe on like that. That's great, right? But their pelvis is level. This will open up this outside, and that is great. Same thing, you know, if you were to do it on the other side. My hip's a little bit different on this side, but my pelvis is level, which is awesome. The problem with figure 4 stretching is a lot of people don't do it with their pelvis level. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, so now I'm on the ground to show you what happens when how people do the figure 4 stretch a lot. And I'm going to try and be at an angle so you can see this. So, okay, we just talked about how we want that pelvis level. So if I take my foot, fine, I'm pretty level. Then people lift it up. But then, this is what everybody does. They push. And instead of just affecting the leg on a stable pelvis, they move the pelvis and they shear it out of the way. So you're no longer actually getting a stretch. And overall, this just doesn't feel that awesome. I love to stretch. I hate this one. So a much better way, if you're trying to open up this area, is to kind of wrap your legs. It's called eagle in yoga, or one of my friends likes to call it wrapping bird. Pretty funny. And then you gently pull your shins in. So notice again, my pelvis is stable so that I can affect the tissue that needs to be affected and not cause that funny little crank. Make sense? Good. So hopefully now you understand that there is a much better way to stretch your glutes, which is what people are going after in the figure 4 stretch, than to try to shear your pelvis off to one side because there's absolutely no stabilization. Again, if you are like, but I really like it, it feels good, then do it in a chair. And when you do that, same thing, rule applies. You have to make sure that that pelvis is level. Most of you are going to realize you're tipping off to one side or the other to get out of the full stretch. So make sure it's level and then just lean into it to get the stretch. I still prefer the eagle or wrapping bird stretch that I showed you because it isolates the glute tissue from an anatomy standpoint much more. So figure 4, other glute stretches. All right. Have a great day, everybody.